Here are some trays of all different varieties of nuts that I've just taken out of my Harvest Right freeze dryer. And I set them at 7 hours freeze and 7 hours dry because they all came out of my freezer. They'd been in there for quite some time. Now this is the first time I've done nuts. I was very curious because of, nuts have a lot of oil in them. They are lightweight, but not as lightweight feeling as I had expected them to be. They still taste very good, and they're a little bit warm coming out of the freeze dryer. But I still think that they just taste like extremely fresh roasted nuts. Even the cashews taste very fresh. They don't powder like other foods do. I'm pressing this rather hard and it's not powdering. As you know, most foods that are freeze-dried, or all that I have done prior to these nuts, would powder if you pressed on them or crushed them, etc. I do not see that happening with these. Let me grab an almond here and I'll break it for you. Try to break it for you. Oops. So you hear that very loud snap? It's pretty good. They look extremely good, fresh. You'd never know they came out of my freezer and been in there for a while. The pecans here, I'll show you. Let me get my camera. Now that one broke up a little easier than the rest, but it's still not powdering as I press it. The pecans, I feel more difference in those than I do the others. They're more lighter weight. I have walnuts over here on this side. Now that one too feels a little lighter. I've already tasted all of these and they are great. Very good. Of course you won't feel any dampness. Feel a little bit of oil on that one even through my glove. So if you want to freshen up walnuts that have been in your freezer for a while and taking on that kind of hazy look that nuts do, especially I have another tray off to the right here of walnuts that came out of the freezer that were more whitish looking, actually fuzzy kind of, and they are no longer whitish. They taste very fresh. Here's one in my hand I'll break for you. Extremely good. So I'm going to jar these up, vacuum seal them, put an oxygen absorber in the jars. I was going to use my Harvest Right vacuum sealer bags. I already have them labeled here, but I think I'll put them in the jars so I can watch them and see what they do. They are extremely tasty. So if they hold up in the vacuum sealed jars and the vacuum sealed Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, these would be stupendous to have in your long-term food storage for use later as snacks or in your baking recipes, etc. So give them a try. You will enjoy them. They are extremely good. This container, these mixed nuts were just in a large plastic container from one of the wholesale houses that I had, and then the others were full bags of the pecans, or pecans some people say, and walnuts. So try them. I think you'll like them. Come join my Facebook group called Harvest Right Freeze Dryers if you'd like to learn more about freeze drying home and foods of your choice, healthier choices without all the added ingredients that the manufacturers put in them. The link will be in the description box. Thank you and have a great day.